Everybody know my son King. He's a passionate young man.
And, very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son.
Welcome back to Fame Radar, where fame meets the facts and nothing stays hidden. The Harris family is in turmoil after a disturbing leak involving T.I.'s son, King Harris, sent shockwaves through social media. Intimate images allegedly linked to the young rapper surfaced online, sparking widespread controversy and intense backlash. But the most shocking development? T.I. has reportedly cut ties with King in the fallout, drawing a firm line as the family drama explodes in public view.
You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself...
According to insiders close to the family, T.I. feels deeply embarrassed by the situation and believes King's recent behavior has crossed too many lines. Sources claim the rapper made a difficult but final decision to distance himself, both personally and professionally, from his son's actions. This comes after months of growing tension between King and his parents, with public outbursts, reckless behavior, and past altercations already straining the family bond. The leaked images appear to have been the final straw.
Is it me? But should have King did a DNA test from the jump? As soon as that baby dropped, they should have got a DNA test. Or you can still do a DNA test while the baby is still in the womb.
Fans are reacting with a mix of sympathy and disbelief, watching what once looked like a close-knit celebrity family unravel in real time. While neither T.I. nor King Harris has issued a public statement yet, the damage is clear. The Harris household is fractured, and this latest scandal may have caused a break that can't be repaired. Rumors are swirling that T.I. may be distancing himself from King Harris after this latest situation.
So Tiny and T.I.'s son King was not the father of that girl child. They did all that, had that big baby shower, all that maternity shoot. He ain't even the pappy.
Could this be the breaking point? Or is there more beneath the surface? Let's break it all down. King Harris recently became a father, welcoming a child with his older partner, Big Nana. But things surrounding the relationship have been far from simple. Controversy continues to surround King, and now a new wave of rumors is spreading online. The latest involves alleged leaked footage suggesting he's involved in situations that challenge public perception. Some claim the relationship and pregnancy may have been used as a cover to distract from speculation about his personal preferences. Let's address the growing scrutiny around the relationship between King Harris and Big Nana. The age gap between the two has raised eyebrows from the beginning, and with new allegations now surfacing, public speculation is only intensifying. Even when King's father, T.I., first announced the pregnancy, some observers noted he didn't seem particularly enthusiastic. Now, with recent developments, many are questioning whether T.I. had early reservations for deeper reasons. The situation continues to spiral, especially as new claims suggest King Harris may not be the biological father of the child he shares with Big Nana. The controversy gained traction after a viral TikTok video alleged that a private paternity test revealed King wasn't the father. According to rumors, T.I. isn't just upset about King's behavior. He may also be dealing with unexpected fallout from the test results.
So, I want to say congratulations to King and Nana on their first baby. My first grandson. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. And I helped them name him because he's a junior.
However, things became even more tangled when Tiny Harris, King's mother, stepped in to address the rumors. She shared a holiday-themed family photo featuring their new grandson and used the caption to push back against the gossip. Tiny Harris responded firmly to the growing speculation, urging fans not to believe every headline. She called the viral claims clickbait and hinted that there could be consequences for those spreading falsehoods. Meanwhile, King's sister, Zonique Pullins, joined in with a sarcastic tweet asking, "What street this word come off of? Chili?" Despite the Harris family's unified front, skepticism remains strong. Many fans believe there's more to the story than what's being shared publicly. With the paternity rumors, the leaked images, and the chatter surrounding King's alleged private life all surfacing simultaneously, some suspect there's a larger narrative unfolding. This convergence of events has led to deeper questions. Is the Harris family working to manage a media fallout before it fully erupts? Could recent family photos and dismissive comments be strategic moves to steer the narrative? With fans dissecting every post and interview, some suggest that King's relationship with Big Nana, and even his role as a new father, could have been intended as a distraction from personal truths now coming to light. And it doesn't stop there. Rumors like these often raise more questions than they answer. If King's family had prior knowledge of the leaked tapes, were they attempting to shield him from the backlash, or simply hoping the controversy would fade on its own? Now, with attention turning to past events, Kodak Black's 2019 comments about the Harris family are resurfacing.
I want to make a name for myself.
You gonna make a name for yourself. You gonna make a name. Let him do what he doing. Don't try to stop him.
Quit babying him. Let him go through it.
During his feud with T.I., Kodak took to Instagram Live and crossed a serious line, hurling homophobic slurs at T.I.'s sons. At the time, many dismissed it as just Kodak being provocative. But given recent developments, some are reconsidering the weight of those words. Was Kodak trolling? Or did he know something the public didn't? In that same live stream, he didn't just insult T.I.'s musical abilities or throw shade at his wife. He deliberately singled out the sons, which is now drawing more scrutiny in light of the new allegations. With rumors surrounding King Harris's private life gaining traction, Kodak's past remarks are being viewed through a new lens. Were those insults actually coded warnings, or was it all just coincidence? The timing has people questioning whether Kodak had early insight into a situation that's only now boiling over. And it's starting to feel like those past remarks were less about random insults and more rooted in something deeper. Something Kodak may have already known, but didn't openly state. The timeline raises eyebrows. Kodak's beef with T.I. began shortly after Kodak made disrespectful comments about Lauren London following Nipsey Hussle's passing. T.I. swiftly responded, calling for Kodak to correct his statements expeditiously. That was the spark. Things escalated quickly from there, with Kodak launching personal attacks. But what's key here is the timing. This was back in 2019, well before any current rumors about King Harris were circulating.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like the weekend.
If Kodak did know something back then, it's possible he aimed his comments strategically, expecting that the truth might eventually surface. Was it hiding in plain sight? Viewed through a present-day lens, Kodak's earlier comments about King Harris feel less like trolling and more like calculated shots. At the time, they seemed out of line. But now, in light of leaked images, paternity rumors, and speculation about King's personal life, those remarks are being re-examined. What adds to the mystery is how the Harris family responded, or didn't. While T.I. responded with a diss track aimed at Kodak, he didn't specifically address the slurs directed at his sons. That silence left some wondering if he was choosing to avoid drawing more attention to a sensitive situation. Could it be that Kodak Black, through his usual chaotic delivery, was actually shedding light on truths the Harris family hoped would remain hidden? And if that's the case, why weren't those early remarks taken more seriously? Perhaps the public was too caught up in Kodak's feud with T.I. to recognize what might have been a deeper warning. One thing is becoming clear. The sequence of events from Kodak's remarks in 2019 to the leaked tapes in 2024 reflects a family entangled in a complicated web of secrets, public image, and rising scrutiny. With damage control now in full effect, the internet's memory makes it nearly impossible to bury the past. So that brings us to the question on everyone's mind. how did people miss the signs? From the outside, King Harris appeared to be living a life of privilege, surrounded by celebrity status, wealth, and a close-knit family. But that image, it seems, may have been more constructed than real. In a recent conversation, King revealed a side of his upbringing that caught fans off guard. Contrary to what audiences saw on VH1's T.I. and Tiny the Family Hustle, King disclosed that he didn't actually grow up in the luxurious home featured on television. He explained that he spent the majority of his childhood with his grandmother and that the family only gathered at the reality show home when the cameras were rolling, essentially crafting a false image of unity and traditional family life for entertainment purposes. That revelation has sparked a wave of reflection among viewers who once believed in the picture-perfect portrayal. They'd come get me from my grandma's house for filming, and right after the cameras stopped rolling, I'd go right back, King shared in an interview. That revelation shifts the entire narrative. It confirms that, contrary to popular belief, King wasn't consistently raised under the direct care of his famous parents. Living primarily with his grandmother meant that T.I., a prominent figure known for discipline and structure, was largely absent from King's everyday life. This absence is significant, especially now, with speculation about King's personal struggles gaining more attention. Without consistent paternal guidance, it's plausible King faced difficulty navigating identity issues or expressing himself openly during key developmental years. Even with love from his grandmother, the lack of everyday support from his parents could have left King emotionally isolated. Growing up under the intense glare of public scrutiny, yet lacking the tools to manage it, likely fueled confusion, frustration, and internal pressure. This disconnect may explain his inability to address or manage sensitive matters tied to his public persona. Over the years, King has found himself at the center of numerous controversies. His viral one-chip challenge involving a homeless man and the criticism surrounding his cosmetic dental procedure highlight a recurring theme: someone wrestling with identity in a high-pressure environment. Most recently, his challenge to rapper Julio Fulio for a boxing match added yet another layer to his unpredictable behavior. At one point, King even challenged the late rapper Julio Fulio to a boxing match. While some saw it as a publicity stunt, others viewed it as a clear sign of King's ongoing struggle to stay out of controversy. The move raised serious concern, especially considering how dangerous public feuds in hip-hop can become. It seemed King was constantly stepping into risky territory without fully understanding the weight of his actions or the potential consequences. And things didn't stop there. In another incident, King went viral for getting into a heated shouting match with a Mini-Mart employee. The footage showed him being loud, combative, and disrespectful. Viewers criticized the behavior as entitled, and it only added to the growing list of viral moments, casting him in a negative light, even in the most mundane everyday settings. Then came the NFL headlock situation. During a game, King got into an argument with nearby fans, claiming he was standing on business. The incident escalated so quickly that T.I. had to physically restrain him in the stands, putting him in a headlock just to de-escalate the chaos. That moment, captured on camera, visibly showed the challenge T.I. faced in keeping his son under control in public. To top it all off, King was arrested after police found grass in his car. Paired with his history of reckless music videos and wild public behavior, this incident only added to the public's concern that King was spiraling, unchecked, and unguarded. King Harris's behavior has become a consistent source of controversy and embarrassment, not only for T.I., but for the Harris family as a whole. From public altercations to brushes with the law, King's actions continue to challenge the image his parents have worked hard to build. For T.I., a figure who has branded himself around respect, discipline, and control, these public stunts may be crossing a point of no return. Then there's the unresolved issue casting a long shadow: the persistent rumors about King's paternity. While Tiny has publicly denounced these claims as clickbait and strongly defended her family, the speculation hasn't faded. In fact, it has only added another layer to the growing public doubt. The reality that King spent much of his upbringing living with his grandmother rather than being raised in the family home continues to raise questions. Observers can't help but wonder if there's more beneath the surface. Could these long-standing rumors explain the noticeable emotional distance between father and son? Or are they simply an unfortunate byproduct of fame and relentless media scrutiny? With all of this combined, the leaked images, the questions surrounding King's identity, the paternity discussions, and his controversial behavior, it's easy to see why T.I. may be reaching a breaking point. Whether motivated by brand preservation or genuine disappointment, the divide between father and son is growing more visible each day. Public perception now mirrors a deeper familial tension that seems increasingly difficult to ignore. So, what's your take on this unfolding situation? Did the Harris family mishandle King's upbringing, or is this simply a young adult struggling with the pressures of legacy and exposure? Could the paternity whispers explain their complicated bond, or has King's behavior been the driving factor all along? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates on this developing story. And before you go, don't miss the next video queued on your screen right now. It goes even deeper into the truth behind what's really happening, and you won't want to miss a second of it.